Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about your first impression of your future spouse. Now, about 2 years ago, I believe, I've already recorded this reading, but a lot of you guys like energy updates, and I thought, hey, why not? Let's look into the current energies regarding this topic. Also, I've already recorded the other way around, what your future spouse's first impression of you will be. It's not my last video, it's the video before that. So if you're interested in it, you can also feel free to check it out, but I will also make sure to link it up here. So yeah, my dear, let's look into your first impression of your future spouse. As always, I have 3 palettes that you can choose from, and you can either choose the card or the crystal below it. Because these cards are pretty small, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see them better. Let me do it this way. Okay, so this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is gonna be pile 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey Pal1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see. What will be your first impression of your future spouse? Let's start straight away, my dear. Let's see. For my dear pile 1, what will be your first impression of your future spouse? For my dear pile 1, please, what will be their first impression? Too many cards. What will be their first impression of their future spouse? Too many. Okay, so 1 card turned over. The first card we have is the Page of Wands. What will be your first impression of your future spouse? Let's see. Ooh. We have the Hermit card. The 2 of Cups. Ooh. All right. For my dear pile 1, what will be your first impression of your future spouse? Let me do it like this. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, another page. Okay, let's see. Another Queen, the Queen of Cups as well. Seven of Cups, and let's get you one last card. All right, and we have the 3 of Cups. At the back of the deck, we got the 9 of Cups as the overall energy here. All right, so my dear pile 1, I was about to say pile 3. Okay, maybe some of you guys have been drawn to another pile as well. If this is the case, then of course, feel free to watch it. So my dear pile 1, I would like to start with this. I really feel like one of the first impressions you're gonna have of your future spouse is you're gonna see them as someone who is pretty deep, someone who has a lot to offer. What you see is only the tip of the iceberg, but there is so much more to explore when it comes to this person, especially on a personal level. You're gonna get the impression that this is someone who knows who they are. They are very well centered and really living in their power. The kind of way this person is living their life is in a very empowered way. I really feel like they are living very authentically, and that's very important to them. This is someone who has already done the inner work. This is someone who knows themselves, and this is definitely a very powerful statement, right? And from this, yeah, their power comes from, they know who they are and they embody it. If you look at them, you see someone confident, and this is also going to be one of the first impressions. Someone confident, someone very expressive as well. This is someone who's very creative. They love to express themselves in a very creative way, and that's something you're going to really love about them. In the kind of circumstance you guys are going to meet, this person's going to be full of energy. They're going to be very, very happy, very joyful. With the Three of Cups being here, it could, for example, be some kind of gathering. I do see a lot of like cups here, and for some reason it's reminding me of like people drinking or people having conversations and stuff. So this can definitely be some kind of scenario in which, yeah, it's a gathering. And what I also find very interesting here is that you guys are going to connect pretty quickly. Especially talking about you here, because we are looking into your first impression of your future spouse. For some of you guys, it can be love at first sight. Now, I know not everyone believes in it, and that's totally fine, so take it how it resonates, but I do see this here, and I see that you're gonna build emotions towards them pretty quickly. It's like an instant connection from your side. What I also find very interesting is that, and I'm not talking here gender-wise, it doesn't matter who you're asking about. This person, they are giving me... Excuse me. Excuse me, my dear. So as I was saying, this person, they're giving me the energy of someone who's very nurturing. Especially, yeah. Yeah, someone who's very nurturing. So when you're gonna meet them, throughout the first interactions you're gonna have with them, it's not gonna be awkward. It's not like getting to know someone, new, like a stranger, because sometimes it may be a little bit like weird when you get to know someone new and you're kind of trying to, lead the conversation and stuff. With this person, it's going to be very smoothly, and yeah, you may meet them for the very first time, but they're not going to feel like a stranger. You're going to feel very safe around this person. You're also going to see them as someone who's very grounded, someone who's put together. It could be through their energy or maybe something you hear about them, but they're coming they're coming off as someone who has their life together, especially regarding like workspace and stuff. Someone who, yeah, has a great career, you know, going for them. Also, it's funny because it's almost like you, my dear pile one, when you meet this person, you're gonna feel all the potential that is in this connection. It's almost like you're gonna see them already as a potential partner, you know, in the first time you meet them. Maybe you're someone who's very intuitive. It's just like you're gonna meet them and you're gonna know, yeah, this could probably be a potential future spouse of mine. If someone, for example, like if in your culture, for example, arranged marriage is a thing, this can even be an arranged marriage. Like you see them for the very first time and you know they could be your spouse, okay? But of course, take it how it resonates. So another thing I would like to say here is that you guys are gonna emotionally like connect big time. This is a lot about the emotional level, and you know, having conversations with them is going to be very easy. It's very effortless, and I'm seeing you guys also laughing a lot. Also, someone is very shy. I think it's more so you. Not that you are a shy person, generally speaking, but you know, maybe when you meet this person, for some reason, you're gonna feel a little bit shy in front of them. It could even be like you out of character, but this is the sensation you're gonna have. You're gonna see this person as someone who you can not only build something very solid with, but also someone who brings a lot of colors into your life. Now, maybe this person does something or their lifestyle is in a way that it's very different from yours, and maybe it's a little bit more active. I'm hearing more exciting. Maybe this is what you think. You may look at them and how they live, and you may think, well, their lifestyle is much more exciting than mine. Because I'm feeling like when you see yourself with them, you're gonna see your life more colorful, more adventurous in a way. That's interesting. Let me see. Also, coming back once again to the circumstance you guys are gonna meet, energetically speaking, I see a lot of people happy, a lot of people enjoying themselves. So, this definitely feels like a place in which people are there to have fun and have a good time. I don't feel like it is not work related. It feels like much more carefree energy. Let's get some more information regarding what your first impression of your future spouse is going to be. Let me get you guys some oracle cards. I'm going to put this away. Let's see. For my dear pile one, what will be your first impression of your future spouse? Let's see. What will be your first impression of your future spouse? The first card we have is Angelic Connection. Look at that. Wow. too many. For my dear pile 1, your first impression of your future spouse. This card says blocking geopathic stress. I'm gonna get you 4 cards, so let's get you 2. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Okay, 2 cards turned over. So the first card we have is the Rose Quartz, and it says unconditional love and forgiveness. All right. Okay, and we have the aquamarine crystal, and it says clairvoyance and enhanced perceptions. All right, so what else can we get about you guys, about your first impression of your future spouse? Now, the way the cards are coming through, I need to say it one more time. I really feel like, my dear, like, I talked about the love at first sight, and it's definitely going to be a sensation that a lot of you guys are going to feel. But at the same time, it can be even more than love at first sight. A lot of you guys are going to recognize this person and your connection. We have angelic connection here, so that's a very beautiful spiritual connection, and it's all about being connected to something higher. And when I saw this coming through, my first thought was, well, the reason why you're going to experience this sensation is because you're going to probably recognize them. You already know them. Like, you could be very much connected to them spiritually. And also with the aquamarine card being here, which says clairvoyance and enhanced perceptions, for some reason that's also giving me like a confirmation. It's almost like you're gonna become aware of something that, yeah, only you are gonna see in the moment, and maybe you are very tuned in, and you're gonna receive those messages. You're gonna understand, oh my goodness, yeah, I feel like this person, I know them, or there's something about us. And this can definitely explain all the different sensations gonna feel. For example, as I said, it's gonna be so easy for you to talk to them, open up to them, even though they are a stranger. It doesn't really feel like it. You're gonna feel safe with them. The love that you're gonna all of a sudden feel, it's not necessarily something that's gonna like be created in that moment, but more so something which has already been there, but you're gonna experience it in the 3D in that moment, kind of, because your souls are already connected, sharing this love, but coming together in the 3D is gonna it's gonna make you experience it in a different way. Let me see. This is gonna be a very soft and gentle love, not a kind of union in which there is a lot of drama. It more so feels very gentle, and the unconditional energy here is definitely suiting this perfectly. The way things are going to develop between you guys is going to be very natural, like organic. You're not going to have to force anything. It's just authentically involving, you guys just being your authentic selves and experiencing this love. There is no room for drama. There is no room for a lot of ego. You want to experience the depth of this connection. Let me just tell you that this is a very, very powerful connection. And I also feel like this connection is going to help you to refocus when it comes to your life. You're going to question a lot of things. It's all about, once again, being your authentic self, and that also means living in a very authentic way. So I see both of you guys actually questioning where you are in your life. You know, whether the work you're having is resonating with you, the path you're going in life is resonating with you, whether a lot of things you have been taught are important. You know, you're going to ask yourself, are they really important to me? Or is it just something that I have been taught to see as important? What is it that I really want? It's reflecting, you know, questioning, seeing beyond the shadow. I would like to get you guys one more card. Which deck should I use? Actually, I want to get you guys one more of this. One more card. What can we get about this energy, about this union, whatever you need to know? Let's see. All right. And we have enhancing relationships here. Okay, with this card being here, enhancing relationships, this is not only about your guys' relationship, it's about, like, it goes beyond that. I really feel like, my dear pal one, this union, well, I'm just gonna say it the way it is. This is something I've felt the whole reading, but especially now with all the cards and all the energies and all the impressions I've received. This does feel like a twin flame union for me, or a very significant soulmate union, in which you came here for a reason, for a purpose, to somehow help or to somehow serve. And one way or another, you guys will also help other people. Maybe it's through the great energy that you guys are going to share. Maybe it's through some kind of project you're going to create, whatever it may be. But I really see you guys stepping into this power. And I really see you guys spreading great energy, which will help other people to also improve their life and their relationships. So there is actually a purpose in here, and I want to tell you it's going to be something very exciting, because I feel like it's all about discovering it. And through being with this person, you're going to go on this incredible journey of not only self-discovery, but also of experiencing such a connection and how you can help others through it. Wow, pile one. Like, I didn't expect this to go this way. Like, wow. We definitely went beyond the first impression. You're getting a big message when it comes to your union. By the way, I think I'm gonna soon record a reading about this, about what kind of connection you guys are gonna have with them. So if you're interested in that, definitely feel free to let me know in the comment section below. This definitely inspired me. Yeah. that's actually all I have for you, pile 1. I am not receiving any more messages. So, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. As always, my dear, I invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. And I also invite you over to my Instagram, on which we can connect even more. My dear pal 1, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. From my heart, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. Take care, pal 1. Hey, pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what will be your first impression of your future spouse? Yeah, let's start straight away. My dear pile 2, oops. What will be your first impression of your future spouse? Let's start. What will be your first impression of your future spouse? What will be your first impression of your future spouse? For my dear pile 2. The first card we have is the King of Cups. We got the King of Swords, another king, the Knight of Cups, we got the Page of Swords, the Sun card, for my dear pile 2, we have the Tower. Ooh, okay. Too many cards. Queen of Cups, interesting. We have the King and the Queen of Cups here. Let's get you guys one last card. All right, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. At the back of the deck, we got the World card. All right, my dear pile 2, what will be your first impression of your future spouse? I would like to start with this, and this is not gender specific. It doesn't matter who you're asking about. Just looking into your future spouse's energy, they're coming up as someone who's very dominating. And that's going to be one of the first impressions. Your future spouse comes through as very dominating, or maybe even for some people a little bit intimidating. Now, it's very interesting to see why people are going to get this impression. I feel like it has a lot to do with how they present themselves. I don't know why I saw a suit or some kind of uniform. Maybe this is connected to their job, and in their job, somehow they're coming through this way. A lot of people also respect them for what they do. This can be someone who has an important position as well. And this is maybe why people tend to be a little bit intimidated by them. But it's very funny that on one hand I'm receiving this message, and on the other hand I'm receiving someone who is the complete opposite. Like someone who people want to be around. Like people feel attracted towards them in the sense that there is no intimidation in here. They glow. The Sun card is beautifully representing this energy, and I'm really like asking myself, why are we having two different impressions in here? Well, it could be the case that maybe you're going to have a first impression which is actually false. Maybe you're going to think they are someone who, you know, like looks very intimidating, but once you get to know them, you're actually going to see, well, I thought very differently. Like, I thought wrong about this person. Actually, they're not like that. They're someone who likes to uplift others, someone who has great energy. They are glowing. They're coming through as, yeah, so optimistic and happy and even like gentle. So that's very interesting, pal, too. I'm very curious to know how this is going to play out because you're going to get a very different impression of them. Once again, I do feel like it has something to do with some kind of circumstance. It could be their work. Maybe you're going to first see them somehow in their element regarding work life, and then you're going to see them casually in a very, very different light. But that's interesting. You may have a wrong first impression of them. I also would like to talk about another message I'm receiving here. When you meet this person, something in your life is gonna have to change. Maybe in order to be with this person, someone has to move or someone has to bring some kind of transformation in their life. But I really feel like when your future spouse comes into your life, it's also going to be in a very unexpected way. You're not going to see it coming, you're not going to expect it. And when they come through, it's almost like a big, big shock. Because maybe before that, you only concentrated on yourself. It was all about, yeah, your own little bubble. But then they come through and this bubble's gonna, yeah, pop, you know, and you have to, in a way, also leave your comfort zone in order to be with them or in order to grow, I'm hearing. Maybe you're someone who likes to be in their safe space, and if you don't have to, you will not really step out of it. But for me, there's this energy in here in which you're gonna have to leave it. You're gonna have to leave your comfort zone in order to, you know, become your greatest version, or in order to uplift or upgrade your life. Upgrade is a better word. And your future spouse is gonna help you on that journey. But you know, sometimes the most difficult decisions in our life could actually have the most beautiful impacts on our life as well. And I feel like it's going to be a little bit difficult for you with the Tower card being here as well. You may experience something crashing down in your life, which on first glance looks like something like you're gonna lose something, but in reality, you actually gain yourself back. So, for example, so you guys understand me better, let's just say some of you guys, like, you have a job, all right, and you think that this is, well, this is the kind of job you're supposed to be in, but maybe you have to move to in order to be with this person. And that's just an example, of course. It's not going to resonate with all of you guys, but let's just take this scenario for a second, and let's just say you have to move and you will have to leave the current job you're in, for example, and it may really feel like your world is crashing down, or like a big, big uncertainty. But through doing that, you're actually gonna get a job which is more so you in your element, and it's going to be much better than the previous job. But you never know unless you actually go for it, right? And this step, however it's going to be expressed in your, you know, individual journey, it doesn't have to be work related at all, but whatever is going to fit you, you're going to gain so much more from it than you could ever imagine, I'm hearing. You're going to see that your future spouse is someone who has both. They have the emotional intelligence, but they also have the like mind intelligence. And that's a very beautiful combination here for sure. Their mind is going to impress you, their emotions are going to impress you, and when you're going to meet them, they're not like anyone you've met before. There could even be more to this. Maybe this person's somehow very different from you as well, regarding where they're coming from, for example, or how they look like. There could be some differences here, but I really feel like it's like embarking on a new journey when you meet them on many different levels. I really feel like when this person comes into your life, you're going to enter a circle in your life, and not circle, a cycle, excuse me, a cycle in your life. And with them, you will be able to, yeah, start over new, I'm hearing. That's interesting. They're going to be the one who's going to approach you, who's going to pursue you, and they're going to be very patient and very creative, I'm hearing, but they're going to be very decisive. Interesting that we're getting those messages in here. By the way, this reminds me, I would love to record a reading regarding how they're going to pursue you. Let me see. Also, my dear pile 2, of course, take it how it resonates, but I'm also seeing children coming through. If this is something you want, then I see the potential in here, but if not, then of course, take it how it resonates. You're going to see this person, and this is going to be one of the first impressions you're going to have of them, as someone who's very, very patient. I feel like they're going to give you a lot of space. They're not going to rush you into anything. Although they're going to be very interested in you, they're not going to try to force you like faster than your speed. And you're going to appreciate it very, very much. There is a lot of attraction in here. Like physical attraction as well. What else can we get? I would like to get you some oracle cards. For my dear pile 2, what will be your first impression of your future spouse? Let's see. The first card we have is multi-dimensional healing. This is a new card deck, and the cards are still a little bit stuck together. We have the smoky quartz, grounding and anchoring. All right. We have the amethyst, restful sleep. All right. And we got the black obsidian, which says soul cleansing. All right, pile 2. What else can we get about your first impression of your future spouse? Well, okay. This is a very interesting message, and I don't know why, pile 2, you're receiving a lot of messages that go beyond the first impression. It's like a lot of insights regarding your connection, which also, by the way, happened for pile 1. So I guess the energies have more to share than only first impressions here. I would like to mention that I feel like your future spouse is gonna help your well-being a lot, actively. You guys may struggle with something which brings you out of your inner balance, and they're putting a lot of effort into helping you heal or helping you become better, which is very thoughtful of them. And this person, they love you, and they're like, your well-being is so important to them. They're not gonna joke with it, and they do so much in order for you to feel better. Especially, like, I'm getting some different examples in here as for like how they're gonna help you. If for example, some of you guys have some problem regarding your sleep, for example, they're somehow gonna help you with that. But the sleep, like, for some reason, it's also metaphorically coming through for me as like peace of mind. So maybe some of you guys struggle a lot, like sometimes mentally, or when it comes to just calming your mind. Maybe some of you guys even overthink a lot. Somehow this person's gonna help you with that. Maybe they are some kind of profession who's knowledgeable regarding it, or they're going to introduce you to some kind of techniques which may increase your well-being, but it's very important to them for you to feel better or to feel more in your center, because your well-being is one of the highest priorities for them. Also, coming back to the first impressions, I really feel like this is someone who's greatly grounded. Someone who's coming through with a lot of, excuse me, with a lot of like earthy energy. They're also very humbled. Maybe this is something you like. Maybe this is something which impresses you as well. I feel like both of you guys coming through, you're gonna help the other person. This is one of those unions in which you guys have a great positive impact on the other, and you're gonna somehow help the other person to get a better life quality, because you're genuinely interested in the other person's well-being. You guys may start, for example, even eating more healthy together, or moving more, meditation together. I don't know why I'm receiving those messages, but somehow, working together as a team for your well-being. I'm so sorry, my dear pal, too. Although I was concentrating this reading only on the first impressions, there were other messages that, well, I guess are meant for you to know. Let me get you one last card. Oh, actually, we have one card here, which also turned over. I didn't see it. It's the Sunstone, and it says joy and optimism. This definitely reminds me of the Sun card right here. I feel like when you guys meet this person and when they meet you, genuinely speaking, both of you guys are gonna become much more like optimistic about life, or I think this is not only about optimism, it's just the energy, it's the vibration, you know, the abundant and happy vibration, the love frequency, right? That's gonna come through in your life, and you're gonna bring it to each other's life. And at the same time, this frequency also holds so much potential for healing. And it's almost like when you guys come together, you raise your vibration. This is the best way I can describe it. Through this union, you're gonna raise your vibration, both of you guys. It's a very high vibe connection here. It's all about, I'm hearing raising together. Wow. This is all about feeling good, all about increasing your well-being. This is going to be a connection in which you definitely are going to move towards becoming your greatest version. This is all about both of you guys working together to become your greatest versions. You are going to be a great team with each other. That's another thing I would like to describe here. So my dear pile 2, I am not receiving any more messages than that. Please, my dear, feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. As always, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy, my dear. I also invite you to like and subscribe if you haven't. And of course, if you have questions regarding a personal reading with me, you can always feel free to email me. And if you would like to connect with me even more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pile 2, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening. My dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what will be your first impression of your future spouse? Let's start straight away, my dear. So for pile 3, right in the beginning, I'm hearing that some of you guys could have been drawn to another pile as well. If this is the case, then of course feel free to watch it. If not, then just stick with this one here. All right, that's enough. So let's see for my dear pile 3. What will be your first impression of your future spouse? Okay, right from the beginning, I'm hearing your future spouse is someone very romantic, and then they're gonna make a lot of romantic gestures towards you. All right, the first card we have is the 9 of Cups. We have the 4 of Pentacles. King of Wands. Wow, the Magician. What's going to be your first impression of your future spouse? For my dear pile 3, we have the interesting, the 9 and the 9 here, okay? Oh, a lot of cards fell. Give me a moment. Too many. For my dear pile 2. All right. Too many. These cards are new and I feel like they're still a little bit stick together. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Two of Cups, and let's get you guys one last card for my dear pile 3. What will be your first impression of your future spouse? And the Two of Wands. At the back of the deck, we have the Six of Cups here. All right, my dear pile 3, what will be your first impressions of your future spouse? It is interesting. For some reason, I'm hearing that before you will meet your future spouse, like you will hear a lot about them. You know, it could be at the day when you guys meet, someone may talk about them and you may already get some impressions through that. I'm seeing that you're gonna see your future spouse as someone who's very skilled, someone who has a lot of talent, a lot of potential, someone who can do multiple things and they're very good at it. So maybe you're going to hear something about their work or some kind of project or hobby they are doing. But I just feel like you're going to, like the first impression is going to be all about how skilled they are, how talented they are. This could be some kind of work-related situation, or this could be, if it's not work-related still, someone you know, maybe knowing them and telling you about it. Or if this is online, maybe you read the description of their profile, for example, and you see them, you know, talking about like different hobbies and, you know, what they do, and you're going to be impressed by that. You're going to see your future spouse as someone who you can learn a lot from. Once again, someone who's very skilled, but also someone who's very knowledgeable, maybe about a specific topic, or just generally speaking, they are, yeah, very wise as well, I'm hearing, okay? Wisdom is also coming through, and I feel like this wisdom comes from experience. For some of you guys, for some reason, okay, I'm hearing it's either that your future spouse is older than you, or there could be some age gap. But of course, take it how it resonates, because a lot of people are watching. You and your future spouse, you're actually gonna start talking about the future and your future plans pretty fast. Like, you may meet each other and you may, throughout the first few interactions, have conversations about your future goals. That's something you're gonna share with each other. I'm hearing very speedy, like very fast. Let me see what else I can get. Your future spouse is also giving you the impression of someone who's very stable, someone who's secure, very grounded as well. They have things put together. Also, like financially speaking, they know what they're doing. Like someone who saves money, someone who knows how to manage stuff. I'm hearing you can trust this person with your finances. Interesting. Okay, regarding your career or regarding finances, there could be some things that you can learn from them, I'm hearing. Maybe they can advise you, or they can help you, like how you can maybe save better money, or how you can earn more money for some reason. It could be the case that this person's job is like surrounded around that, or maybe they're just naturally good at it. And, you know, when you ask them if you're interested, then they will give you some advice they have regarding it. When you leave this, I'm hearing for some reason evening, like for those of you guys, when you meet this person physically and not online, when you exit this event, you know, this place, you know, this workspace, whatever it may be, you're gonna think a lot about this person. They're gonna give you a very good impression, and I'm hearing all of you wants to get to know them so much more, and you're gonna have an opportunity to see each other again. But it's like when you leave, you're gonna think about them the whole evening. Like you may leave, you may lay in bed and you're gonna think about the interactions you guys had with each other. Your future spouse is someone who has great energy. They are a very open person. They like to have conversations, someone who's very social, someone who likes to get to know new people. They're gonna make you definitely laugh a lot, I'm hearing. I feel like they have great humor. Like, you're gonna click on that level really, really great. You're gonna understand each other's jokes, and yeah, they're really gonna impress you through it. It could be the case that in this first meeting, you and your future spouse, you're not gonna have a lot of opportunity to be by yourselves or be alone. And maybe in the second meeting, you're gonna be able to, yeah, just in your own little bubble by yourself. In the first meeting, there could be a lot of people around and not so much privacy. But I can tell you that you're gonna definitely receive more and more opportunities to, yeah, be by yourselves. There is no doubt about that. You also, I'm getting here, you're gonna get the impression that this is someone very responsible. You know, the King of Pentacles is coming through for me. I know it's not in the tarot cards, but still, their energy is coming through. And the King of Pentacles, I feel like this person likes to be of service, and they like to be responsible. They like to do some kind of service for others. They also like to be in charge, and they're also a great provider. So just you guys know. Also, they're very family oriented. So if some of you guys are interested potentially in having a family with them, then that's definitely something that they may also seek. They're very great with children, I'm also hearing here. People respect this person because very often in their life they've done certain decisions that were really risky, but they made it work, and it turned out in their favor. And I feel like this is something that, yeah, people appreciate, or no, not appreciate, people respect or are impressed by. That this person is not scared to take risks. In fact, another tarot card that really fits this person's energy is the Strength card. They're very courageous, and I don't know why I'm hearing that this person could have one friend, like a best friend that has supported them the whole time and has believed in them even if others didn't believe in them. This is so interesting. All this is a reading about the first impressions. For you guys, we're getting a lot of insights regarding who your future spouse is rather than what your first impression is going to be of them. They definitely have a lot of friends. That's another thing I'm seeing here. Can we get a little bit more regarding the first impressions, please? Yeah, this is going to be someone like one of the first impressions you're going to have. You're going to see them as someone you can create a life with, you can create a future with. Let me see some more. Another first impression. Okay, I'm hearing they smell very good. So maybe they have some kind of perfume or scent that you're gonna love a lot. I know that's very random, but I feel like I'm receiving a lot of random messages for you, Pal 3. It's like so funny. Let's see. Actually, I would like to get you some more tarot cards. You've been the only pile because I feel like I received a lot of extra messages, but not so many regarding like first impression energy. So let me get you some more tarot. Can we please get some more messages regarding your first impression of them? Let's see. Please, more first impressions. For some reason, we have not got a lot. All right, we have the Four of Swords. Gemini. We got the Fool card. All right. We also got the Empress. And the Hanged Man. At the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. Didn't we just have the Nine of Cups as the overall energy? I think so. If I'm not... No? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, we have the Nine of Cups here. But I believe you guys had the Nine of Cups coming through, though. Okay, let's continue. I really feel like, my dear pile 3, your future spouse is somehow going to be very different, and you're going to see it in this first impression. Maybe it's their ethnicity, maybe it's their background, their appearance, but you're going to be very aware of this fact. You're going to see them as someone who may introduce you to a different view of the world or a different view in general. Through them, you may be able to expand your horizon, see things through, a different, eye. And I think it's going to be something very exciting. It's almost like you're being introduced to a brand new world. You may eat new, in traditional dishes. You may learn a new language, get to know a new culture for some reason I'm seeing here. Also, You're gonna find your future spouse very, very, very attractive. And it's not only you. I feel like that's something a lot of people see. They're not gonna be only your type. Like, your future spouse is someone who a lot of people feel attracted towards. So they could meet some kind of beauty standards or so. Let me see what else I can get. Your future spouse is gonna, and this is not the first impression, but something regarding your relationship. I really feel like you guys are gonna I've received this message once in another reading. You guys are gonna do a lot of new things with each other. Things that both of you guys haven't done before. I don't know, maybe one of you guys is extra adventurous or very, well, I want to say courageous. We got this from your future spouse already, but it's almost like you're gonna do certain activities or experience things that you would have never done by your own. Maybe you're gonna travel to a country in which you would have never gone by yourself, or you're gonna do some kind of activity that you can only do together. Whatever it may be, you're gonna create great experiences with each other. And I know why I'm seeing you guys like, I'm seeing a, is it an Instagram page? I don't know, but like somewhere you guys are gonna share. It could also be on other platforms, but you're gonna share a lot of like stories and pictures of all those experiences you've done, so your family and friends can also see it. So yeah, you may definitely come around. That's all I'm getting though. I want to also get you guys some oracle cards. I'm sorry, my dear pile 3, but I feel like we're not getting so much first impressions for you today. It feels like other messages want to, yeah, get your attention. But let's see, maybe the oracle cards will get us some more. For my dear pile 3, what will be your first impression of your future spouse? We have the smoky quartz, which says grounding and anchoring. The aquamarine card, clairvoyance and enhanced perception. The tiger's eye, which says depression and low self-esteem. Okay. And we have understanding your soul journey. All right. So, my dear pile 3, what else can we get about your future spouse? Okay, I really feel like, my dear, could be the case that before meeting your future spouse, you feel like your world or your life feels a little bit stagnant. You may feel a little bit stuck, or you feel like maybe it's very boring and there's not a lot of excitement. And then your future spouse comes through, and it's almost like you are going on this journey of, yeah, experiencing life in a different way, and it's gonna give you a lot of life energy. It's gonna make you much more excited about the future. I know why. Maybe you have been in a period in your life before that in which life didn't really go as you planned, or maybe it was just one dimensional. It didn't really feel that colorful at all. And yeah, when you meet your future spouse, you're gonna do much more things that make you feel alive. I'm hearing maybe you're gonna get a little bit out of your like 9 to 5 energy, and you can have more fun. Maybe you guys are gonna, you know, mm, meet in some kind of space in which it's all about enjoying yourself. So for example, it could be on holiday or something like that. I know this is a very random message, but I'm hearing that you will get along with one of this person's parent. I'm not receiving whether it's the father or the mother of them, but with one of their parent, you will have a very beautiful connection. I feel like we almost got every message coming through today except first impressions. Like, what is happening? Why is that? So, let me see. Your future spouse is going to be a great support system for you. They're going to support you on everything you do in your life. And I feel like it's going to be very nurturing, especially if some of you guys maybe grew up or had a lot of people in your life who weren't the most supportive. Let me see. Another thing, I know I'm seeing 2 people also traveling to an island. Can we get some more information regarding the first impression? Okay. When you guys meet for the very first time, it's going to be very easy for you to trust them, I'm hearing. Can we get a little bit more insight? I know why, my dear pal 3, but it's almost like in this reading, there were other messages for you to, like, meant for you to hear, except the first impressions. Maybe some of you guys right now feel like your life is a little bit like one-dimensional, and these messages that came through were able to excite you a little bit, and maybe this is why the reading has like gone the way it's going. But yeah, I'm not receiving any more messages, my dear. That's all I'm getting. So yeah, my dear pal 3, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading, and let me know, why do you think, yeah, the reading was crashed like this? Was there any messages that were more important for you, maybe have somehow uplifted you? Let me definitely know. As always, my dear, I want to thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. As always, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. And also, of course, I invite you on my Instagram, in which we can connect even more. But yeah, my dear pal 3, wherever you are, I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.